To the graduates, congratulations. Today is your day. And before I say anything else, I want to say something that you probably won't hear from many commencement speakers. And that's that most people are going to tell you that life gets harder after high school. And to an extent it does, right? But I think that's not necessarily the case. In fact, what you just accomplished is the most difficult thing that anybody your age can actually accomplish. All right? Think about it. Graduating high school isn't just one difficult day. It isn't just one test. It isn't just one semester. It's 12 years. 12 years of early mornings, 12 years of assignments, 12 years of challenges, 12 years of setbacks, 12 years of getting back up after things didn't always go your way. And for some of you, the road here wasn't just difficult, it was different. Different circumstances, different obstacles, different responsibilities, and different expectations. But despite all of that, you made it. You made it. And not everybody does. But you did. And that deserves to be recognized. Now, I'm a marathon runner, and one of the reasons why I love running is because it teaches you lessons that apply way beyond the race itself. Now, most people think a marathon is 26.2 miles, but they're wrong. A marathon is actually 50,000 steps. 50,000. And before you ever get to the race, most runners spend about 20 weeks preparing, hundreds of miles, dozens of hours, early mornings when nobody's watching, training runs when nobody's cheering, days when quitting, quite frankly, would be easier than continuing. The marathon isn't won on race day. Race day is simply when the world notices the work you've been doing all along. And graduation is exactly the same. The diploma isn't the achievement. The diploma is the evidence of the achievement. And the achievement is every day that you kept showing up. Every obstacle you refused to let define you. Every moment you wanted but didn't quit. That's what we're celebrating here today. Now here's a mistake I see a lot of young people make. They think they need to have their entire life figured out. At 18 years old, come on, today, right now, the career, the purpose, future, destination, everything, right? But that's not how life works. Nobody runs a marathon by focusing on all 50,000 steps. Nobody. You focus on the one step you're taking at that moment. Then the next one, then the next one. And eventually, you find yourself somewhere once thought impossible. Life works the same way. The next step. Not the next 20 years, the next step. The next class, the next job, the next opportunity, the next skill, the next right decision. That's how meaningful lives are built. I know this because my own path didn't follow a timeline that I thought it would. I walked across my high school graduation at 18 years old, just like some of you. But I didn't cross the college graduation stage until 12 years later, with a 2-year-old and a newborn. And for a long time, I thought I was behind. I looked around and saw people moving faster, getting there sooner, checking the boxes before I did, and eventually I learned something that changed my life. There is no universal timeline. There's only your path, your own unique path, and whether you keep moving forward on it. That lesson carried me through military service. It carried me through deployments all over the world. It carried me in my marriage and parenting my 3 beautiful children, one of which just graduated from high school as well. It carried me through moments of doubt, and it carries me still. Because the truth is, you are not behind because your journey looks different. You're only behind when you stop moving. So today, I don't want you leaving this arena worried about whether you're ahead or behind. I don't want you comparing your beginning to someone else's middle. And I certainly don't want you believing that your future is already written, because it isn't. The people who build extraordinary lives are rarely the people who have everything figured out. They're the people who keep moving when others stop. They're the people who stay consistent when others quit. They're the people who take the next step long after the excitement wears off, and it will. And one day, years from now, you'll look back on your life and you'll realize that the biggest accomplishments weren't built in one moment. They were built in thousands of moments. Small decisions, small sacrifices, small acts of discipline repeated over and over again, just like a marathon, just like high school, just like life. Graduates, today is not the finish line. It's proof. Proof that you can do hard things, proof that you can persevere, proof that you can finish what you start. And if you can do that now, imagine what you'll be capable of 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now. When life feels overwhelming, don't focus on the entire race. Focus on the next step. When the future feels uncertain, focus on the next step. When things don't go according to plan, focus on the next step. Because on the next step is where the life you want is, the career you want, the relationships you want, the future you want. It's all going to be built the same way you got here, one step at a time. So congratulations to all the graduates. The hardest thing you've ever done is already behind you. Now go show the world what you're capable of next. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Delgado. I'm super happy.